Yo, what is good? C4RQ coming back at you with part 2 of the Emboar team building. I've been checking the comments. I've seen some people request mons. Some of them are sticky and some of them aren't in the game. So definitely check what Pokemon are in Pokemon Champions before you put your suggestions in there. I saw someone say Lapras, and Lapras isn't in the game, but there was some in there. I'll have a look. I'm still cooking on the Skull Villain team. I think I'm almost happy with what I've got, but for the moment, we're back with Emboar. Shout out to Silver. I saw their comments in the chat. They put some suggestions. First off, I'm a fine game player first who plays Pokemon. So I'm not the best, brightest acolyte for Pokemon. So definitely throw your suggestions in there. They'll probably be better than mine. Just want to talk about what they said. They suggested putting Rock Slide and Protect on Emboar. The only reason I wouldn't put Protect is, I think I said it in the last video, Emboar's just here to sweep. And if you're sweeping, you tend not to Protect. Protects are 4 mons. There's a bit more of a mind game with Protect for sure. But I just want Emboar to throw hands, and hope he gets some KOs along the way. But you could definitely put Protect in it. I can see it. I just don't think he's good enough to warrant putting Protect, respectfully. I don't think there's any problems in terms of side hitting. So I haven't got Earthquake on any other mons yet. If I had an Earthquake mon, I'll definitely consider it. If I had Discharge on Rotom, I guess I'd put it on there as well. The other suggestion was Rock Slide. Rock Slide, I don't like. It's definitely necessary in some mons. Like, I would never pick Guard Jump and not put Rock Slide. The reason I wouldn't put Rock Slide on Emboar is, again, the strategy is to hit everything and kill it. And Rock Slide can miss. All these moves here don't miss. Again, though, Rock Slide is a prominent move. You will see a tournament and you will see Rock Slide. My personal preference is I try to eliminate as much RNG as possible. Obviously, there's going to be situations where you have to delve into that system. Again, I'm a fine game player. I like consistency, but Rock Slide is not a bad shout. Just shout out to Silver. I think they gave me one more. Oh, they also said to drop Slowbro for Farigiraf. I think it's not worth it, only because Farigiraf doesn't really do much in Trick Room. Really good, like Silver said, super consistent in terms of getting up Trick Room, but I wanted a mon that put Trick Room as a possibility, as well as can be used in Trick Room. Because we've got Sinistra. With Iron Tail, which is the ability of Farigiraf, it basically stops priority moves, so you can't get faked out. But Sinistra's a ghost type, so he can't get faked out anyway. And if they use a priority move like Sucker Punch won't hit because Trick Room doesn't count as an attack. But it's not foolproof, for sure. You can definitely body Sinistra for setting up Trick Room. Hence why I would probably go as a lead Sinistra and Slowbro, because then you have the option to Rage Powder with Sinistra and then Trick Room with Slowbro. Maybe Sinistra doesn't get knocked out. Even if they don't, you still got Slowbro to do some damage in Trick Room. Wherever I had Farigiraf, you don't really get anything meaningful. You get some stuff, but nothing like hard hitting. But again, definitely could put Farigiraf. I think I was considering putting Mimikyu on there as well. It has the same concept. You can't fake out Mimikyu because they're ghost. But again, there are some priority moves that can hit them. Probably won't kill them because Mimikyu's got the disguise, but I spoke about it in the last one. But yeah, everyone throw your comments in the YouTube down below. We'll go on to the bit that I was dreading. To me, when I'm picking ones I don't really know, this is the hardest part. It's figuring out coverage moves. So we've already gone over Emboar. I think I'm going to stick to this for now, but it definitely depends on what the last Pokemon would be. I think Silver also suggested Kingambit. I'm not mad at Kingambit at all. Kingambit's pretty slow. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Silver did say about putting Emboar in a Tailwind team. You can bump up the speed a bit and then put under Tailwind. I prefer Trick Room more because there's more turns of Trick Room. You've got more turns to be an advantage. Well, Tailwind, you only get 3. Trick Room, you get 5. It's not a big deal. There's lots of teams that work under Tailwind for sure. They only need 3 turns. I don't know if Emboar hits hard enough to do it in 3 turns. That's my issue. If I play some matches, which I'm going to try to do once I've got the team ready, this is why I'm using Showdown instead of on cartridge, which is like kind of lingo for playing on the console. Because if there is something I want to tweak, I'd rather tweak it here than have to retrain a Pokemon or send one over. It's just a lot of palaver. But the last part of the kind of team building my aspect, the 3 sections, the last bit, that will be on console. So I'll get my Switch set up to do that. But yeah, back to this. Emboar's kind of done. Hydro Pump and Thunderbolt. I wish Rotom had a water attack that was 100% accurate. But they don't. They only get Hydro Pump. So again, I have to when needs be. I know Slowbro gets stuff like Surf, but that hits my allies. Don't really want that. No point of doing Liquidation because they're special attackers. They've got Expanding Force. That might be really good when Pokemon like Indeedee drops because they set up Psychic Terrain so they can make it a little bit more powerful. Drampa, we haven't got anything. Sinistra, we've got Rage Powder, Trick Room. We're probably going to have to put Matcha, Gotcha. That seems to be a standard. When I first played this mon, I actually didn't play this move. I actually didn't. But it was more because of the synergy with Scovillain. I played Hex. I think this is wrong. I think Hex is 60 base power now. Not too sure. I'm pretty sure it is. But basically, Hex is when a Pokemon has a status effect on them, it will do double damage. So technically, this would be 120. According to Showdown, it's 130. But I'm sure in-game it says 60. It would be 120 stab ghost attack. Where Matcha Gotcha's good because it heals and it spreads and it can burn. Very good things. But it can miss. It can miss. And I normally play Strength Sap. But I think for this build, you probably go Matcha and let's have a look in it. I really like screens. People don't really run Psychic Fang, which is a bite attack that breaks screens. Most people don't run that. So you normally get the value out of screens. And I would either put Reflect for physical and obviously Light Screen is for special. I would look at my team and see what they're weak in. I used to do this because Corviknight and Orthworm have low special defense relative to their physical defense. So I always want to put a screen in front of them to be like, bro, I am tanky. I actually played a little bit with Pain Split. Pain Split's kind of cheeky. I won't tell you it because I can't talk about it properly because it's going to sound busted when I say it. And then you realize it's not actually that good. I guess you could go Shadow Ball. You got Ghost coverage. I don't know if we'll need it. That might get changed. Drampa, I am intrigued to see what this guy gets. Apparently nothing. Why is nothing coming up? That is not meant to happen. Does Drampa not learn anything? Is that just the field it's in? I'm going to delete that one. Oh, it's illegal. Okay. For some reason, I don't know what format I have to have the team under to get the moves for Drampa. I tried a couple, couldn't figure out. But luckily, technology, I'm just going to use my phone and say the moves. So special attack again, kind of need someone physical on the team. We've got Emboar, but we might need someone else who's physical. Has some interesting moves. Apparently they get Play Rough, which is a fairy move, really high base power. I think it's 90 attack and 90 accuracy. Super unprofessional not having a screen, but trust me bro, I'm only reading. Yeah, 90. Fairy moves are pretty important. It would be good to go into other dragons. So we'll have Play Rough. I don't think they get a spread fairy attack like Dazzling Gleam or anything. Can't see it. Or actually no, Play Rough's physical. Do I want a physical? It will help a lot. It would help a lot. Oh, he gets Light Screen. So we could play him kind of tanky. Well, it's not tanky, supportive. I don't mind. Would I have both screens? Probably not. Don't really want Thunder Wave. Paralysis is good, but Paralysis kind of helps your opponent because it slows them down as well as getting the potential to be paralyzed. And if we're working in Trick Room, we don't really want to slow them down most of the time. Heat Wave. Got some grass moves. Grass Energy Ball. That could be cool. I mean, we do have Sinistra, but Energy Ball might be cool. Echo Voice. Have you got Hyper Voice? Hyper Voice would be good. They do have Hyper Voice. There we go. That's definitely one. Hyper Voice is a move that hits 2 mons on your opponent's side. It will be stab because it's a normal attack and Drampa's stab. So that's going to give it the 50% damage boost. Doesn't hit ghosts because it's obviously normal. We said about this before, but we're putting that in there. I think that's important. Ideally, we need a dragon move. Now there's Outrage, which doesn't get too much usage, but they've got a simple... Oh, yeah, Dragon Pulse. Dragon Pulse is on here. So I would definitely run Protect on this mon. Mostly because he's a hindrance to weather teams. So if you go up against a weather team, they're more than likely going to want to take out the Drampa to have their win condition. So I think a Protect on Drampa is kind of essential. It gives you a lot of mind games. You can swift the tide of battle if someone doubles up into Drampa to try and get their weather back and you Protect. 100% do that. Got to be careful of Mega Excadrill now, apparently, because you can do some damage through that. I wonder if he breaks Protect. So if Excadrill uses his ability, the Mega form, if he breaks the Protect, or only he hits through it. Because Faint, I think, breaks Protect. So the next mon can just straight up hit them. I might look that up later. Maybe we've got Rotom for Thunder and Water. We've got Emboar for fire. We've got a dragon. We've got a normal type. We've got grass. I don't think the grass one with Sinistra is strong enough. So I might give him Energy Ball. He gets... Oh, he's got Draco Meteor. Maybe we play Draco Meteor. Draco Meteor's a lot more potent than Pulse. But it does have a chance to miss. Draco Meteor's going there. You also drop some special attack. Sticky, but if you drop a Draco and another dragon, they're probably gone. They've got Mist, and I can't remember the difference between Mist and Haze. I think Mist is the whole field, or does Mist protect you from your stats dropping? I think Mist might be protection from stats dropping. Let me read it. Pokemon on the user side of the field are immune to stat lowering effects for 5 turns. Is that crucial? We're not super vulnerable to Intimidate. It's only Emboar at the moment. Stuff like Parting Shot's going to be annoying. I don't think we need Mist. Haze would be a good idea. Oh, he gets Icy Wind. Icy Wind might be interesting. Snarl to lower special attack. I might go Snarl. Oh, he gets Calm Mind. Could you set up Calm Mind with your team? I guess you could, depending on the last one. I'm going to put Calm Mind in there. It might not be a good strategy. It depends on the last one. But Calm Mind gives you a substantial boost to your special attack. And if he's going to be a Hyper Voice spammer and Draco Meteor, you're going to want to one-shot stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to put Calm Mind. That is a droppable move for sure, though. And make sure, again, Cloud9 would be the ability. Slowbro. Now, we've got the water coverage. We don't really need to have stab, but we're going to put that on there for sure. I think we might be able to go with something not as punishing as Surf, because we don't have anything next to Slowbro that can take it. I think it's Vaporeon that still gets water absorb. So you can hit, when they get hit by water moves, they're unaffected. I think they get a buff. I think they might get a special attack buff, something like that. But I don't think we're going to play Vaporeon. So I don't really want to play Surf, especially if we've got Emboar on a team. Gonna make it pretty awkward at times. It's not the same as like running Earthquake or anything. Weather Ball's cool, but oh, you know what? I like Yawn. I like Yawn. Yawn, even though it's nerfed because of how sleep works in champions versus pre-champions, Yawn definitely is a good mind game to have. If you're like new to mind games and you're just getting to the point where you're thinking about maybe trying to swing on my most effective attack isn't the strategy. There's some strategies that go beyond like, oh, this is super effective, I click this. Yawn is, I would say, the first level of mind games that aren't too complicated. You don't see it often anymore, to be fair, and you probably won't. Like I said, it got nerfed. Sleep got nerfed. So, but hitting someone with Yawn, who is like an attacker or a sweeper, is pretty good. Not so much on the setup mon. Like, if you throw Yawn on a mon that's just there to tailwind, they're going to be like, do me a favor, bro. Or they'll just swing them back out and they'll be like, I was going to do that anyway. I like Yawn. I'm going to put Yawn. I should get an attack in there first before I start putting support attacks. Do we go Psychic Noise? For 2 turns, the target is prevented from healing. Healing's not really a thing. It's very specific. So Kangaskhan Calm with Drain Punch. I run Insym with Drain Punch sometimes, which is cool. Sinistra obviously does healing with Hospitality. You don't have a Mungus. So no, there's not as many regenerate ones, even though I think, yeah, he's a regenerate one. So I don't know if we should just go for that or expand in Force, knowing that we don't have Psychic Terrain and be like, who cares? Or he loses his power. Yeah, I think Psychic, expanding Force is fine. I lost my Yawn, so I'm going to put that back on there. We're going to get a Water Stab. I kind of want a Water Stab move that benefits us supportively. So Muddy Water, 30% chance to lower the foe's accuracy. There's Surf. Chilling Water, 100% chance to lower the target's attack. I might go with Chilling Water. Water Gun, Water Pulse, Whirlpool, Withdraw. I've been liking trap moves. I've been playing Fire Spin with Scovillain, and it goes more to the point because with the Scovillain team, I want you to hit me. If you're a physical attacker, you're burnt, so you do less damage, and then I want to keep you there so you can't swap out. It's also pretty good for trapping Charizard. I've been doing it a lot. So I play like a weather, whether it be Pelipper, Toad, whatever. I open up with Scovillain and something else. I see Charizard. I'm like, okay, Scovillain can tanker Overheat. That's fine. And if I Mega, I don't burn the Charizard on contact. But what I can do is I can Fire Spin him and then next turn Protect. And then I can switch and then I can try and kill Charizard while I've got my Rain up. If I don't, if the luck's on my side with the turns, I keep Charizard there so they can't bring him back. and then throw him back out to get the drought. In this team, though, I don't think Whirlpool will benefit too much. Like, Whirlpool into Yawn could be a pretty good gimmick. But that's it. That is it. Don't do this. I'm going to do it for the memes, but do not do this. This is not good. There's just probably no way you can get Slowbro to stay on the field for this long. But if you Whirlpooled, then Yawned, that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. With this strategy, though, we're going to have to probably run Protect. Because you're going to have to do Yawn Protect. So Yawn, actually, I didn't explain Yawn, did I? Yawn is you put the Pokemon to sleep the next turn. So you hit Yawn, then the next turn that Mon gets to attack, then it falls asleep. So yeah, Yawn Protect is kind of like hand in hand. He's not really sweeping. He's not really sweeping, so maybe I do need to go for Rock Slide. Some more countering, meta countering moves on Emboar with Rock Slide. Perhaps. What have we got here? Is that all the Mons? Oh no, still got this guy. Volt Switch, can't go wrong with Pivoting Move on contact, swaps out. Electro Ball. Will we benefit much from an Electro Ball? Can we like get Emboar? Like if we put speed into Emboar, I think Electric Ball would be good because Electric Ball just lowers the opponent's speed by 1. And then maybe we can start interacting first. But I don't think we're going to do that route. We have a Ghost Attack. Poltergeist I've seen a lot. I like Thunder Wave, but oh, we've got Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp might be good. And then we've basically got a Cybertron Rotom Wash. I'm not mad at Will-O-Wisp. I'm so villain brain that I'm like, you don't need Will-O-Wisp, bro. We just burn. Okay, next. So this is kind of the most important bit I'd say about this video. It's going to be about items. Now, you're going to see a ton of items on Showdown because these are the ones that have been here historically. We haven't got anywhere near this amount. We've got basically all the berries and all like they're not Gen 1s, but like the early items. So we don't have Choice Specs. We don't have Clear Amulet. We don't have Covert Cloak. We don't have a Eject Button, bro. Eject Button is memes. So many memes. We don't have a Salt Vest. Bad days. Okay, so what do we want on these Pokemon? So Emboar doesn't get one because he has the Megstone. Rotom Wash, normally Citrus Berry. Citrus Berry is you go up health when you get hit by an attack, and you get put beyond the threshold of half health. So go to half health, then you get a quarterback. Very standard. It's on par with Focus Sash. Like nearly every team has Citrus Berry and or Focus Sash. For now, Citrus Berry's cool. Citrus Berry's cool. Slowbro. Whirlpool. The Whirlpool Yawn Protect strategy makes me want to have something defensive on him. Focus Sash is not really good because he's bulky. He's not going to go from 0 to 1 often. He definitely can. If something crazy, I mean, if you get hit by Arcaradon Electro Shot, you're getting smoked. More than likely. I don't think he's going to survive that. We don't have things like, what was it? Something battery where you can tank. No, you don't even tank. If you get hit by an electric move, you basically absorb that into your special attack. And the next time if you get hit by the electric move, it does real damage. We don't have those. We've got all the items that buff elements. So you can buff grass attacks. You can buff water attacks. We have all those items in Champion. I'm actually not sure. Maybe I'll come back to Slowbro. Sinistra. See, I like Citrus Berry and Sinistra. But we might have to go with Focus Sash. Maybe if we go for Focus Sash and we do the stats, special attack and speed, which seems counterintuitive because we're in Trick Room. But if I put in defense or HP, then we're basically nullifying the use of Focus Sash, right? Because Focus Sash is from 100 to 1. And if we're too tanky and we take a hit and then we're at, I don't know, 10, the Focus Sash was useless. Only time I thought Focus Sash was good on Sinistra is when I had Strength Sap, because Strength Sap heals you. So you could get back to 100 to potentially allow the Focus Sash to work. But I don't think we're going to go with that. Maybe we just put a berry that resists a type. I'm going to put the berry. I'll put the berry that helps us tank fire attacks. I have no idea what it's called. I don't remember the names of the berries. There's too many. I think I might have gone past it. Hold on. We should just put the type at the beginning of the sentence. Dragon, fighting, flying, dark, rock, steel, bug, electric. Damn, I've seen everyone. Ice. I've seen everything but fire. Cannot be eaten by holder. Okay, so it's like there's an ability that's Unnerve, I think it is. Where is fire, bro? Definitely there is. Ockerberry to tank a fire attack seems reasonable. Drampa. Don't have goggles. Goggles is good to stop redirection mons. Well, grass spore stuff. You could put a berry so he tanks dragon or fairy. I'd say it's probably better to tank. We haven't got any steel attacks. Yeah, this is where the flaws show, but this is good because we still got one slot for a Pokemon, and Kingambit was suggested, and Kingambit gets dark and steel attacks. So I'm guessing with that, I'm more scared of dragon type attacks. Dragonite does play on some rain teams, to be fair. So yeah, I might go with, well, I could go with leftovers. Leftovers does let you, he's got protect. Okay, let me go with leftovers actually. I guess because he is the one that's disrupting teams. Protect leftovers is a good strategy. You protect and then you guarantee to get some benefit out of the leftovers. The more turns you can stay on the field, the more health you can get back. So yeah, we'll go with leftovers. Okay. You not do a item for man like Slowbro? No, we didn't. Oh, you know what? We could mental herb Drampa. So when we do the Draco Meteor, you don't lose the initial special attack drop. You know what? Weeble. There's reasons behind it. You shouldn't do it. Cures hold with any attack, disabled, encore, heal, taunt, torment, single use. It is mental herb that does that, right? I'm pretty sure it's mental herb that stops my. So I've seen mental herb on Sneasler when they do close combat. Normally, close combat drops 2 of your stats, but then the mental herb kicks in and it stops you from dropping it. Pretty sure that's what mental herb does. If it's not that one, there's another herb that is the same color. But yeah, we're gonna do that and then put leftovers for the recovery. There we go. So when the game gets developed and we're gonna get more items, this bit's gonna be even harder. The restriction on that you can only have 1 item per team makes it sticky. Otherwise, you just get everyone with like citrus berries, focus sashes on all your like light mons and life orbs when they come into the game. I like that you have to kind of deliberate where you want each resource to go. Kind of cool. Ockberry is kind of awkward, but it will be a good jump scare. It'll be a good jump scare to be like, you think this overheat's going to kill me? Psych, now I strength sap. Oh no, you don't with this team. I'm Mocha, and I hit both of you and I get my health back. Cool beans. So the last one, you know what? I think that the Kingambit call is good. YouTube comments carrying, making our content easier. Defiant as well, so going into mons like Incin, Gyarados, the mons, the critters with Intimidate, off rip, feel real bad and feel really scared. Also works with any attack drop. What other move does that? I think it even works with like Muddy Waters. No one really plays that anymore. Or Bulldoze or Ice Wind, anything like that. Anything that drops any of your stats. I think even Evasion. If it drops anything, you get a boost by 2, which is going to make Kowtow Cleave. Well, it's such a sick name. Kowtow Cleave go absolutely bananas. This move does not check accuracy. He is clapping you regardless. If Minimize was still a kind of common tactic, he wouldn't give a flying beep. Oh, I've got a button. What did I do that for? I think I have. There you go. I don't know if that's going to come in through the recording. Mike will find out. And if it doesn't, I'm sure he'll edit it in. He's a good guy. All right. Kowtow Cleave. Iron Head. So we get our stab moves. We could get cheeky with a sword stance. We have Taunt, Thunder Wave, Throat Chop, Aerial Ace. We don't really want Guillotine. I know some people think it's memes to run the Oko moves. Without Halucha, I would stay away from the memes. They're bad for your health. Would X Scissor serve us in any way? There's not many things that are weak to Bug. So I don't think so. I don't think it's a thing. What we got? Physical. Maybe do go Protect Sword Stance. The thing is, all of these like all these strategies where I'm going, oh, if I can get this off, if I can get a Calm Mind off, or if I can get a, I guess it is a Sword Stance. These are possible because you have a redirection one, Sinistra. Because I've got Rage Powder, it's feasible to go like, oh, Sinistra next to Kingambit. I could get a cheeky Sword Stance, and then I can proceed to clap. I can proceed to sweep. The key thing to look for in the match when you want to establish this strategy, because this strategy is not going to work all the time. It's not like, oh, I hit Rage Powder, I get +2, and then we go to town. Like I was saying, there's ways around Rage Powder. Not item-wise, sorry, with Goggles, because Goggles isn't in the game. But no grass ones are affected by spores. Rage Powder is a spore. So if you have Venusaur out there, and you think, oh, I can just Sword Stance willy-nilly, you can't. Venusaur does get Earth Power. That kind of hurts. I don't think it will kill you. You have to look at your opponent's team and go, oh, they can't stop this redirection. They don't have an Arcralidon or a Skarmory with the ability to ignore redirection. I think it's called Stalwart. You have to look out for that. You know what, though? I'm going to put Swords Dance on there. Everyone loves to do the dance. And we're going to put Sucker Punch. We've got 2 Sucker Punches now. So I think we might be able to get rid of Sucker Punch and meet in the middle with Silver. Do I go Protect or Rock Slide? We're going ham. And he's a pig. The boar is going ham. I'm kind of happy with that. All we got to do now is find an item for our Kingambit. Running low, what we've got left. Focus Sash. We're not going to put that on him. He's not that frail. We've got Leftovers gone. We've got Citrus Berry gone. We've got Cobra. Could be useful for Kingambit because he's still when he's weak to fire, but yeah. Normally Kingambit doesn't come out in those situations where he's like toe-to-toe with Charizard like round 1. He's normally a late game one. But this is a Trick Room team. Maybe we're going to get him in a little bit earlier. It does depend. We could just get the item to buff his dark attacks. I don't think that's a good idea, though. Kowtow Cleave and Sucker Punch. I mean, hard-hitting Sucker Punches are nasty, bro. The priority on Sucker Punch is pretty clean. So maybe... It's probably a troll, right? It's probably a troll. What do we need to be scared of? He is weak to fighting, but we have the pivot option in Sinistra to avoid close combats. Fire, we just got to bring Kingambit in at the right time. That's all I'm going to say. Bring him in the right time. Ground attacks. I know there's a... Earth Power is a common move, but Kingambit's special defense is pretty good. He's going to feel Earthquakes quite a bit. So I don't know if you put the berry to stop the ground. You know what? I think I've yapped on long enough. You tell me in the comments. What do I put on Kingambit? We've already lost, like I said, Mental Herb, Ockerberry for the fire attacks, Leftovers, and we've lost Citrus Berry. What do you guys think I should put on this Kingambit? Once I've done this, I'll try and get all these mods on my Sword and Shield and then transfer them over to Champions. I'll try out maybe like 2 or 3 games, see what it is, give the verdict. It'll be kind of cool to do this with other people's teams. I did see Mike mention Pinsir in the comments. I like Cypher, bro. I like Bugmons. I don't really like Pinsir. I don't even think he's in... Yeah, Pinsir's in there. Or is it Heracross? Nah, it's probably Pinsir. They're probably Pinsir. Like I said, definitely check out if the mon you suggest is actually in Champions. That would help when I'm sifting through the comments. Let me give it a quick look. Someone said Glamora. Glamora is really good. Dugtrio's not in the game, so I can't make a team around him. I might see if I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone and make a Pinsir Glamora team. That might be asking too much. I'll look at it. If not, I'll do one or the other. I do need to record my Scovillain. So I think his best partner is Blastoise. And I think you actually play Blastoise with his Megastone and Scovillain with his Megastone. It sounds ridiculous, but I need you to see the concept. I need you to see the vision. So I'll do a video on that in a little bit. But yep, for now, thanks to you guys for leaving the comments, checking out the video. Hopefully we'll get a live stream sorted soon. Shout out to Elite 4 and the champion. That will be sorted very soonish too. There'll be one more part of this Emboar team where I go into stuff like how to use damage calcs. There is a level of Pokemon when you play and you see an interaction in terms of like, oh, I got hit by this and I survived. I know what your build is. I know what your stats are on your Pokemon. There's a lot of deduction you can do in those terms. Oh, you went first, so you have to be Choice Scarf because I'm max speed and we're using this in Mon. Or it could be a speed tie, and then the next turn you find out and go, might be a speed tie and I just lost twice. There's a lot of deduction. Moving first is very, very important. And OHKO stuff, which is one-hit KO and stuff, is really important. And damage calcs allow you to go into a game and not be surprised Pikachu face when things happen. Bar crit. Crit, that's just RNG. Can't do anything about it unless you play Goodra and stop crits. But yeah, I'm talking too much. That'll be it. Take it easy, guys. See you in the next video. Peace.